Hey babes, I just wanted to talk about why I haven't been active in a long time, okay? I wanted to do YouTube my entire life. Well, since I was 12-ish, and I never could settle on what the subject would be that I wanted to tackle, right? And I've tried a lot of different things. About 3 years ago, I decided that I wanted to do tarot readings, okay? And that wasn't the only thing that I wanted to do. And I struggled with a lot of anxiety, didn't make the videos that I was going to make. But last year, I decided, you know what? I've been procrastinating this long enough. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put out videos. I started with TikTok. It went really well. Um, I saw significant growth, actually, especially in the beginning of the year. However, something happened. I do not have a lot of attention span, and I know that my interests circulate, right? I have ADHD and all that stuff. And I completely accept the fact that I have that. I don't even see it as a weakness. It just makes me different. I see pros and cons to it, right? Like, whatever. I like myself this way. But truth is, I cycle my. I I have a cycle where I like to do things for a certain amount of time and then it stops and blah 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 blah. Which is why I decided that I wanted to stop picking a subject, picking a niche, right? And I just wanted to do one channel for everything, which is what I have decided to do. I already put a notice out there. However, I haven't really felt the urge yet to start filming other things and putting that out there. But it will happen in the future, okay? So even though it's still kind of the same subject, that will change. You're kind of watching this channel, and by watching this channel, you're watching me, okay? So whether I am drawing something or I'm teaching you life lessons, or I'm doing a tarot reading, or I decide to cook something or whatever, right? But the reason why I don't do like a main channel and then a second channel and whatever is for the same reason. ADHD, I will not keep up with it. I already know that I will neglect it. So I decided that that is not what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do a channel with everything. Well, fine, whatever, right? That's established. However, I hate editing my videos, okay? Like there will be a day where I will hire someone to edit my videos for me because I despise doing it. And it's taking so much effort for me to do it. So what I usually do is I film a batch of videos, and one time I even filmed so many videos in like a 3 day span that I could have kept uploading for 4 months consistently, daily, and it would have been fine. However, a heartbreaking moment happened for me when my hard drive crashed, and I couldn't repair it. So everything was gone, and that was months worth of content, right? And I felt really down about it. Like, that was a really hard hit for me. So I did not want to film videos for a while. I did, like, once in a while, but then I got a new SD card for my phone because it was always full. However, it was corrupt. So I ended up filming for a few days, and then all the files got corrupted. So it was gone. This was a few months after the hard drive thing happened, right? This killed my spirits, okay? Like, I just felt like, okay, I know I'm supposed to do this. I keep getting the messages like put things out there, let your voice be heard, right? And use your talents, go on YouTube, go on TikTok. I kept hearing that all the time. However, every time I put in the work, it got corrupted. So this is the second time that happened. I couldn't deal with it for a while. I was just there like, okay, I finally, after months of like feeling down about this, got myself back up, right? And then it happens again. What is this? So I took another break after that. I tried to do a few videos here and there, but you know, it wasn't really happening. And then um this time I recovered faster, right? I was like, okay, we've been through this again. We know that we want to be on the internet, so we're going to have to make content again. We have to get up, we have to do it again. So last week I thought, okay, you know what, new year. I regret a lot of things in like last year because of how it went, but new year I took two major breaks, right? Also, my TikTok account got shadow banned or something. I don't know. Like, I went from consistently having over 1,000 views and sometimes even like 20,000 views or whatever. I went to like 2 views, three, four, maybe 50 if it was doing well. Like from one day to the other, and it was like, what's this? Right? What's this? I don't know. Anyway, that happened last year. That's old energy, whatever. We're canceling it. We're canceling more, but I just want to explain it one time. So this week I suddenly felt full of energy. I was like, okay, let's do this. We're going to film again. We're going to do this better this time, right? We're going to get it done. I filmed some videos. I still have to because I've edited them and it's saved it to another folder because of that. But my phone was full in the middle of a video that I was filming, right? So I was like, oh god. Okay, whatever, I will just like transfer everything to my computer and then I will put my new SD card in because I had a new one, but I hadn't emptied it yet. So I thought, okay, I will put my new SD card in and we'll go from there and then I'll just keep on filming because I had the entire day planned out to film and all that stuff, right? So I accidentally deleted the folder while my phone was connected to my computer, which means it didn't go to a recycling bin. It was permanently deleted. And this time it was my own action. And I realized it the second I clicked on OK. I was like, wait a minute, no. Like that heart sinking feeling. I looked for ways to recover it. I couldn't recover it. It was gone. So, I mean, thank God, I guess, for the two videos that I did edit before. I have those. I haven't uploaded them yet. I was going to do that last week, but once again, my spirits got broken. And I cannot explain to you how that feels because I used to believe I'm questioning everything I believe in the last few months, and it's weird. It's like constantly changing. However, I used to believe that fate existed and that things were happening for a reason, that there was a plan, right? Um, I since also started believing in the law of assumption, which is more a you are God and you are creating your reality standpoint, which I sort of already had, but not completely, right? It was in a very different manner. So ever since that happened, I kind of started cutting out beliefs like, yeah, I could believe I'm destined for something. And if it benefits me, I will take that destiny. However, like an actual god or whatever interfering with my life because it has to happen according to a plan, no. I never believed in a god anyway, by the way. I just believed in the universe. However, even that, like everything being predetermined, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it anymore, okay? However, I still had that belief a little bit. So when it happened for the third time and all my content was gone, and I was like, will I ever upload again? People will think I'm lazy, which is a limiting belief. This is something that I convince myself of, right? Like, I'm changing it, okay? And it's like, I have been working so hard on all of this, and it just keeps kicking me, like, in the gut. I don't know why I keep looking at the door, by the way. This is a habit that I'm trying to overcome. Like, I want to keep looking in the camera, but whatever. We'll get it right someday, right? However, it's like I was really sad for it not doing what I wanted it to do, and for it not going the way I wanted it to go, and for having to start over again, because I don't like starting over, okay? I who does? You don't want that. You don't want that message like, "Oh, you fucked up again." Right? Like, yeah, I guess I did. And this time it just I didn't even know how to feel anymore. Like, for a moment it really felt like, but if I am meant to do YouTube, if I am meant to put myself out there, if every message ever is telling me to do that, then why is it going wrong? Why do I have to start over all the time? Like, what what is the purpose of that? Like, am I not meant to? Have I seen it wrong? And that was such a crisis. That was a crisis. It took me like almost a week of not feeling like complete shit about this. But okay. I think we're back somewhat. Like, my spirits have been lifted again. I think I will try again. I sorry, I can't not put things in my hands if I see them. ADHD thing. I'm sorry. Um, so yeah, if you hear like weird noises or like clattering or whatever in my videos, it's usually because I couldn't refrain from picking something up and fiddling with it. Anyway, the first time took like almost 6 months before I picked something up again. The second time took like 3 months, and now it took a week, which means, this time it will not happen again. It's over. I decide it's over, okay? I decide it's over. I'm going to do it for real now. So how I'm going to do it, I don't know yet, but I just wanted to say this. And I think it might be important for people to hear too. Like, this might be a YouTube related thing, but you can apply this to so many different things, right? This can happen to anyone. Something that just crushes your spirit, and then you have to get back up again, okay? The thing is, you know what you have to do? You have to ask yourself. Actually, I encourage you, instead of asking yourself why something happens, and if this was a plan and what the reason is behind it, what God or the universe or whatever wants from you, right? It's very easy to, well, easy, quote unquote, easy to ponder these questions. It's kind of how we are programmed, right? To wonder about that. Like, what is behind something? What is the reason? Because if there is no reason, then what is the point, right? However, you need to take your own power back in your hands. Dub yourself God. If that bothers you, call yourself something else, whatever. Not my business. However, I do encourage you to dub yourself God, because that's kind of the point of this. To I'm not saying that if you believe in a God that you should not believe in your belief anymore. That's not what I'm saying. Like, go ahead. But instead of focusing on what does this God or this higher power want for me, take the power back to yourself and ask yourself this one question: what do I want for me? What do I want to achieve? What do I want to achieve? Because the universe does work with you. I still believe that. I believe that there is something there. I just believe that I hold the power. You know, like, I believe that I say they because I don't know, there's no gender, right? There's energy, whatever. That's what I believe. But I believe that you will be helped. Spirit guides or whatever will be on your side, whether you believe in that or not. It doesn't matter. Like, whatever you believe in, right? Whatever higher power you believe that can help you is still there. And if you are an atheist, like, I'm not entirely sure how to go about it with that. If you don't believe in a higher power, I think that if you do not believe in a higher power, it's only easier to believe that you are in control, because you kind of already believe that you make your own life, right? So just roll with it in that way then. However, I was trying to explain, I do believe that if you want something, it will be yours if you consistently think about it, about what you want, in a way of having it, or in a way of as if you're telling someone that you have it, right? I think we are meant to have what we want. We only need to do it ourselves, and not in the way that society is telling us to do it. Like, if you want a lot of money, that you need to work hard for it and start at the bottom and blah 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 blah, or that you need to be born into it or whatever. Like, no 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 no, all of those societal rules and thoughts and whatever, discard them. We don't need that. Whatever, we're going to use our own minds, because we are using the law of assumption. And actually, the naming is bothering me. Like, the law of assumption, what you assume to be true is true, but that's not always true, because sometimes I assume something and it doesn't turn out that way. I don't think that it's literally an assumption that is making this happen. I think it is the thing that you repeat to yourself all the time, even if you don't believe it. Whatever you feel, whatever you actually believe, doesn't matter. It's the repetition of it, right? So why do we not just call it that? The law of repetition. It would imply that if you actually do something repetitively, that it will manifest something. But the law of thought, the law of repetitive thought, we can call it that. I might call it the law of thinking, the law of repetitive thought, or the law of repetition. I don't know. I kind of don't want to. Well, I'll be using the law of assumption as well, because that's what people know. But petition to change the name. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So let me just say this. Listen, we all have it hard sometimes, but we can choose not to want it to continue to be that way. And if we do not want that to keep happening to us, we need to reject that happening to us in the first place. We need to reject any lingering thoughts we have of it, And instead, we need to look at our vision. What is it that we want to achieve? And assume it to be ours, right? Instead of, this is what bothers me about the law of assumption. Okay, wait, it's not assuming it to be ours. It kind of is, but not really. Tell ourselves it is ours. Tell ourselves. Tell ourselves. Tell ourselves. You can tell me. Tell me in the comments. Like, what is it that you have? What is it that you have? Keyword, okay? What is it that you have? The thing that you want, tell it to me as if you have it. Tell it to me as if you just got it, maybe. Like, you may be like excited or whatever. You don't have to be excited. That's not it. It doesn't matter whatever emotion you give off with it, as long as you tell me. And I think that for me, at least personally, it is most natural for me when I tell something excited, or when I tell it very confidently, like, yeah, I did that, you know, yeah, I got that, I did that. Yeah, it's always like that though. Like, a little bit bragging is okay. That is for another video though. I want to talk about that. People's thought about ego, right? Because I have some feelings about that, but okay, and thoughts, right? However, if you find it difficult to picture telling someone, even if it's just someone you never met, or it's your mom or a sibling or a friend, just picture someone while you tell the story, right? What I do personally, I put on the recording app in my phone, and I will click record and I will put it next to me. I will look at my phone while it's closed, so I don't even really look at anyone. I just look at it and I start telling a story as if I'm telling someone a story, and I'm not picturing a specific person when while I'm telling the story. I'm just in general telling a story, right? And that is really nice and relaxing for me, so that's what I do. You don't have to do that, by the way. You can have your own methods, right? But yeah, that's what I do. And if it helps you, picture you're telling me. Picture you're telling me. Anyway, this wasn't like a specific subject, and I guess that is going to happen more often, but it's good to talk like this, right? It's good to air things out sometimes, and to, I keep losing what I want to say. I don't know, I don't remember, whatever. Anyway, it's good to establish these things sometimes, and I am someone who keeps talking and then revelations will come up. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to stop the video here, and I will see you in the next one, okay? Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and yeah. Do not feel down. Do not feel down. You can do anything. You can do anything. You can get anything you want. Do not lose hope, even if life kicks you in the shin sometimes, okay? We're going to reject that. Life does not kick us in the shin. Life loves us. We are lucky. We are always lucky. We get whatever the F we want, okay? We get whatever we want. We will take no no's for an answer. We will get whatever we want. We demand it of life, and life is going to give it to us because life loves us, okay? I'm going to do a rampage in a video sometime soon, so yeah, look forward to that. Anyway, this was it for today. I'm going to stop here because I keep rambling, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye-bye!